Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here, and in this video today, we're going to be doing something I have been considering and thinking about doing and wanting to do for quite some time on this channel, and that is post a Valorant video or talk about Valorant. I think the writing is clearly on the wall that Valorant is going to be, I mean, it already is a massive game, but I think it's going to become an even more massive game in the next few years to come. And it's a game that I enjoy watching. It's a game that I enjoy playing. It's a game that I enjoy talking about. And I don't know if, this channel is the exact best place for those videos. Maybe this video will do terrible. Maybe it'll do great. I don't know, but I know I've posted Valorant videos before on my second channel with like 300 subscribers, and they've gotten more views than some of my League of Legends videos. So I think it's at least worth a shot, and I hope you guys do at least give this video a chance. In this video today, we're going to be talking about a new rumor and a new kind of ongoing situation, and that is the TSM and Wardell saga that is going on right now. Is he benched? Is he kicked? Is he leaving? Is he staying? I don't know. We're going to be talking about that. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy this video. I would appreciate it a ton. Just getting some feedback. Like I said before, like a guy like Jake Lucky is a super big inspiration to me. I think he makes amazing content. He does all different kinds of stuff, and the more different directions you branch out, you're increasing, your potential audience by more and more. And I care about esports. I love gaming. I love talking about all different kinds of stories. So I think this could be something interesting, something awesome. But if I should just post this on other channels instead, that's fine too. But all the likes would really help, and subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. With that being said, let's get right into this. So this all starts obviously because TSM, they haven't been so great over the past couple of years. They had an amazingly hot start to Valorant. Wardell and this crew burst onto the scene. They're winning everything. They're competing with Sentinels. They're going back and forth doing all that. Over the past couple of years, TSM's gone a little bit downhill. 2021 wasn't great. The start to 2022 wasn't great. They started competing in like tier 2 tournaments. They start winning a couple. They're on a roll. They got this new roster. But now all of a sudden at the most recent tournament, Wardell is not playing. This is their superstar. This is their main player. This is their op. This is, their massive streamer, their massive personality, their massive player, but also their leader, their captain in some ways. And he's been a monster, even when the team hasn't been so successful. It kind of gives me some parallels to like Bjergsen and TSM, for League of Legends. Whether TSM's up or down, Bjergsen is that consistent, threat. And when TSM fails, time and time again, there's a lot of people who are criticizing Bjergsen and saying maybe the team would be better without him, or saying, hey, he's the consistent problem, or hey, this team that's built around Bjergsen or whatever, that's why they keep sucking. A lot of that same stuff gets said about Wardell, and it is kind of crazy. It is kind of funny. But yeah, he hasn't played in their past couple of games. Seven has been subbing in for TSM. He has been playing for TSM, and that's just got this crazy, crazy whirlwind of speculation going. And that ultimately got us to the point where we saw this tweet from, let me get this guy's name right, Bo Dork, Bo Hoogland. He is a chaotic part-time reporter of Valorant, from his Twitter bio. He tweeted out this, and it took the Valorant scene by storm. He said, according to sources, Matthew Wardell has been removed from TSM's active roster. The organization is currently looking for a replacement. This news is breaking and will be updated once more information has surfaced. And this got people talking. People are like, what the heck? What is going on? He got removed from TSM's active roster. Does that mean he's getting kicked? Does that mean he's getting benched? Does that mean he chose to leave? What's going on? But this is crazy. This is a massive story. And then there's also the possibility of like, okay, say he is removed, like hypothetically, if this is correct, if this is true, which people are still skeptical about, if this is true, is he going to go look for another team? Because man, Wardell would be a massive free agent. And a lot of people, can't imagine TSM without Wardell, and can't imagine Wardell without TSM in the Valorant world. Or is he gonna, start streaming? Is he just gonna be a full-time content creator? Not start streaming, but stream exclusively. Is he going to become a full-time content creator? Obviously, he's built up enough of a following. He can do really whatever he wants at this point. He has so many options. Maybe he wants to take a break. Who knows? A lot of people would love to see Wardell on like a truly top-tier Valorant team, and that'd be crazy. A lot of people would love to see him doing content full-time, and a lot of people would obviously love to see him stay on TSM. But this really started a massive kind of crazy turn of events with stuff going on. This guy said, sorry for the short but big report. I have to go to the hospital and just got confirmation, so I dropped it like this. He then also said, if any journalists want to give their 2 cents on this, you're welcome, since there is very different information being shared right now to the point where I am both certain and unsure. I don't know what that means. I don't know how. It seems like it should not be possible to be both certain and unsure. He said, but health comes first, so I got to dip. Seems like really inconvenient timing on the whole thing. He says, if this isn't true, I quit reporting. It's as simple as that. I don't know if that's him saying, hey, if I got something this big, this wrong, I'm done because I'll just be a joke. Or if he's saying, I'm so sure about this that if it's wrong, I'll quit, as like a, hey, I'm pretty sure this is right. I can't really tell. I don't know how to take a lot of these tweets. He then changed his profile picture to a clown, partly maybe to make fun of himself for getting it wrong, or partly to kind of just play into everyone calling him a clown and stuff. And then we started getting all the tweets from George Geddes. Obviously, this is a guy I'm a big fan of, really respect his work. He says, Seven will continue to play with TSM tonight, according to sources. The situation regarding Wardell remains unclear, and we'll be working on it to get information out. He then says, I want to reiterate and clarify the wording of Seven's participation to give you all full transparency. Every source has told me he is filling in, subbing for Wardell. That's it. He says, remember, being first to publish information does not mean it is right. I take pride in actually doing as much due diligence as possible for stories. This guy says, sounds like you got beat. He said, even if the story was true, I would just report it myself. People seem to forget that this is my job. I don't do this for shits and giggles on Twitter, which is really, really funny. But he's saying, yeah, he doesn't know. He's saying all he's heard is that, yes, Seven is playing. He hasn't heard that Wardell's staying. He hasn't heard that Wardell's leaving. George Geddes doesn't seem to know what's going on, so that is very, very interesting. I know he had some tweets. He said this. He said something very special is happening in a few hours. I don't think this is about the Wardell situation, but just understanding that that is out there. And then he also retweeted, let me find it somewhere around here. He retweeted Purist, and he said, echoing George's comments, TSM will finish out the tournament with Seven. Likewise, I have been told that Seven is subbing for this tournament. We will report on the Wardell situation when there is more information. So this got, everyone's spiraling out of control, wondering what's going on. When you check Wardell's Twitter, he is at Wardell416. You see his Op Academy in the banner and everything. And then you start looking at some other TSM players. You got Spica. Hey, he's got this TSM FTX, banner with all their sponsors. His name's TSM FTX Spica. Okay. We got Sabrosa. His name's TSM FTX Sabrosa. He's got this banner. Okay, what's going on there? Wardell, he's not TSM FTX Wardell. He's just Matt Wardell U. He doesn't have that FTX banner. He's Op Academy Wardell. This gets people speculating. This gets people wondering. And I think it is very, very fair to wonder what the heck is going on. Obviously people are talking about this on the TSM, subreddit and everything. People are talking about, the different roster speculations. I can't talk. And people are criticizing TSM for not talking about this. And I think this is very, very fair. And I think we've just seen them go through this whole situation in League of Legends, and now seeing them go through this again in Valorant is really, really weird. Because like they say here, a few sentences that could calm down speculations. Wardell was unable to play, so Seven is going to sub in. Wardell's removed from the active roster, and Seven is replacing. And then, if they ever want to expand or give the reasons, or if the reasons ever come out in the future, they can do that. But just saying nothing is so weird. And it, they don't have they don't owe anything to the fans to be like, hey, we need to tell you guys this or whatever. I would argue that maybe they do. These are paying customers and people that support you financially and make this whole thing possible. But whatever, maybe they think they don't need to tell people stuff. But then you put players in the crosshairs for receiving hate, for receiving speculation, for receiving potentially harmful rumors, like we saw in League of Legends with Spica, Shenny, this whole situation. And I do feel like TSM has kind of a duty to clear this whole thing up, and I hope they do this very, very soon. Obviously, they do talk about, Wardell removing TSM from his Twitter name, and a lot of people are, speculating, and the rumors are going crazy that, hey, maybe he didn't want to move to Texas. The team has obviously moved to Texas recently for a lot of reasons. It's, going to help them out competitively, being able to play on better ping, being able to scrim more often, being able to play in better areas on the better servers, everything like that. And Wardell, doesn't seem to want to do that. He did actually stream from his house today, TSM Watch Party, and this was from his home. This was not from Texas. He is not in Texas, despite, tweets like this where he's trolling, where he's saying, just stepped out the private jet. Texas is amazing. Hey, he's not there. He streamed today. Now he is still, streaming about the team and stuff. He's saying we are looking dangerous. He's saying, oh fuck. He's saying, we need to bring back. You can have your spot back now, Wardell. This is what Seven says. So maybe this means Wardell is coming back. There's so much trolling. There's so much, just kind of weird, crazy stuff going on. No one knows what's happening. But there is a possibility that maybe TSM and Wardell are having a split of some kind. I don't know. I hope we do get, some clarification on this whole thing soon. But I wanted to try out a Valorant video. I wanted to talk about Valorant. I wanted to get a story out to you guys, and I'm very curious to see how this video is going to do, because if this does well, I think it could, really be a big potential, or, maybe a new chapter of this channel, not going away from League of Legends, but adding something new to it. And if this flops, and if you guys hate it, and if this just is not the place for this, that's totally fine too. But hey, you got to take some chances every once in a while. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you think about this whole situation. Do you think Wardell is trolling? Do you think Wardell and TSM are sticking together? Do you think they're splitting up? What should either party do next? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace!